9 witnessed this just a short time ago. You can see we have Chopper 4 is now on the scene. April and Monica, what can you tell us from your vantage point?
Well, we can see right here as we were coming up the Hudson River, we can see thick black smoke indicating the fire is still going on right now in the World Trade Center. For as far as the eye can see, and you can tell right here at the top of this tower, there's a huge gaping hole, flames still inside, thick black smoke still coming out. We have not been able to see what, if any kind of an aircraft is inside the building. This is the best vantage point right here, and as you can see, just a huge gaping hole throughout the entire side of this tower right now.
April, can you see down to the street to see what might be going on down there? Are there signs of the people that have evacuated the building? What can you tell? Can you see anything down there? Or are you simply not close enough at this point?
We are simply not close enough right at this point. We are following the smoke in the air right now. There are several boats and watercraft, as we can see in the river right now. We'll try to get a better vantage point and see what we can see on the ground. It's a little difficult from the air because the buildings kind of shadow the streets, but no doubt a lot of activity on the ground right now.
And in terms of the firefighting capabilities, when you get up to this high level, I assume the firefighters have got to get up there and, fight it from inside. If you're taking a look now, you can see that we've just had another explosion, and that is considerably lower. And is that in the other building? Is that what I'm witnessing?
That apparently does look like it is in the other building at this point.
And that looks to be lower, which means there, obviously there are considerable numbers of stories above that explosion that we just saw. Perhaps we can get another look from one of our sky cams that can take a different angle. Yes, you can tell that it now appears that both buildings are suffering some kind of damage this morning. My colleague Glen has just joined me here in the studio, and Glen, I don't know if you've received any other information, but perhaps you can again go over what we do know at this point, which is pretty much visual on the videotape.
Yes. Let's go to April and Monica up in Chopper 4 with some more information. April?
April, can you hear us? I guess we'll get to April in just a moment. I know that they've certainly made April and any of the other choppers who are in the area trying to cover this story back off, because obviously what they want to do is 1, 2, 3, and 9 have all been, the service has been, it's been cut off for the moment, and we will continue to bring you up to date on what is going on, and we actually, are hoping we'll be able to talk to somebody from the mayor's office in just a few minutes to see what they might do.
Okay, right now, as you can see, the Chopper 4's had to back off. Let's go back to April and Monica up top. April?
Okay, what we can tell you right now from up here in Chopper 4, we cannot get any closer than about 5 miles to the scene because we need to keep this far back. But you can see the black smoke as far as we are away. We can zoom in here for you. First, you saw the smoke from the one tower. Then we witnessed an explosion on the other tower. Now we think that there was a plane that actually headed into that second tower at some point, and that's what caused that second explosion. We are unable to get close enough to actually show you or tell you what's going on at the ground, but an unbelievable sight here from above the Hudson River at this vantage point. Back to you.
Just looking at the wire service at this point, and it tells us that the FBI is investigating reports of a plane